Welcome to another 1v1 gaming review where we only show you the first 2 hours of gameplay to prevent any major gameplay spoilers and only review games that we have completed. I'm Sneaky Pat, and today we're talking about Mortal Kombat 1. Okay, let me start out by saying if you enjoy MKX or MK11, then most likely you're also going to enjoy Mortal Kombat 1. And I say most likely because there's a few changes in the game that I think you're either going to love or just going to straight up hate. But first, let me just get the bad out of the way. The game kept crashing on me right at the end of some fights. I didn't know what was going on until I went to the internet and found out that I wasn't the only one. Come to find out that when you're fighting a female combatant, and right before it would say finish her, the game will crash. And at the time of this recording, the only way out of that is to do a brutality on a girl. And you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot pin moves onto your screen this time around. But other than that major game bug that I'm sure they're going to fix, and the fact that you can't put any moves on your screen, oh my damn. NetherRealm Studios has once again reminded me why Mortal Kombat has been around since 1992. The fighters we have come to love are back. Raiden, Sub-Zero, Katana, Shang Tsung, and of course Liu Kang, but this time he's a guy. And then my personal favorite, Scorpion. They're all back, but the first change I'm going to talk about in MK1 is the buddy system you have this time around. In MK1, you have to pick what they call a cameo fighter to fight beside you this time. While this isn't Mortal Kombat's first time having more than just 2 fighters fighting in on their games, this mechanic changes up things so much that it took me a while to get used to it. At first I didn't like it, but then once I've learned how to incorporate my cameo 3 to 5 moves and with my own list of moves, it got me wanting more, and it even had me thinking on how can I get another cameo fighter to mix their moves up with my mixes of moves. The decision to give you assisted this time around seems like a bit much at first, but I truly do prefer to have this than to have my fighter have multiple different fighting variations to choose from like the past 2 Mortal Kombat's had. The fights to me is less complex, but still not as simple as you would think. I would like to say Mortal Kombat 1 may be one of the easiest Mortal Kombat games to pick up and play for people who's not that good at fighting games, but please don't get it twisted. The fighting game gods can still pull off combos that are just jaw-dropping and would take a lot of practice for a normal person to pull off. Hell, if they can pull it off at all. But even with the cameo system, core Mortal Kombat gameplay is here. Now, let's talk a tad bit about the story mode in MK1. I really don't talk too much about the story mode in reviews because I just personally prefer gameplay over story any day. However, I would like to point out that this is the best Mortal Kombat story that I've played from NetherRealm Studios, and I'm not just saying that because MK1 got some baddies in it this time. Not only is the plot good, but this game also features some of the best, and I mean the best fight photography I've ever seen in the video games, or even movies at that. Yeah, they're that damn good. Now, this story is basically revamping Mortal Kombat for a new era, and it took me about 4 to 6 hours to complete, and damn, to be honest, I wasn't ready for it to end. The story does pick up after the events of MK11, so I would say, if you could, go play MK11 story mode to get a better understanding of Mortal Kombat 1. But enough of the story, let's talk more about what this game has to offer. Outside of story mode, it's this other mode called Invasion. This is the mode where you can unlock a lot of cosmetic skins, character art, and in-game music. This is not my favorite mode. Towers is still my favorite mode. You know, it's a Mortal Kombat classic. But in Invasion mode, it's this board game mixed with light RPG elements, and it's just not for me. But it's also the fastest way to unlock things in the game. MK also has a pretty good sized roster at the release of the game. A total of 23 combatants and up to 15 cameos to fight beside you. So while it's already not light in the roster department, there will also be more combatants coming. At the time of this review, we know there's at least 6 DLC fighters on their way. In Mortal Kombat 11, we're going to get Omni-Man from Invincible. Like, oh my damn. Quan Chi will be available to dig some holes and take some souls. Peacemaker is coming from the DCU. Ermac is coming. Takada will be a DLC character. And last but sure as hell not least, the breast milk feeding Homelander from The Boys is joining the tournament. MK1 is one of this year's best fighting games. The gameplay is smooth, the graphics are beautiful, a lot to unlock, a full roster for everyone to find their playstyle. Of course, I'm rating MK1 as a smash. I'm smashing all damn day. I haven't even talked about the fatalities in the game, but believe me when I say they do not disappoint. This is the only fighting game of its kind, so I cannot recommend another fighting game to play right now. In my opinion, you should only be playing Mortal Kombat 1. If you have found this video to be helpful, I ask you to please subscribe and help us spread the word about 1v1 gaming. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Sneaky Pat, and I'm out. Finish him. Fatality.